Good morning. It is Friday, April 9th, and welcome to this episode of TigerVision News. I'm Dom.
And I'm Peyton.
This is a reminder that, as always, FCA and Teens for Christ will be meeting in the old gym at lunch today. Everyone is welcome.
Now, if you'll please join us for a moment of silence.
Would you please stand for our Pledge of Allegiance to the American flag? Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This broadcast is brought to you by Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory, Keith's Hardware and Supply, Renfro Electric, First Star Bank, and Gibson Education Foundation.
Tomorrow is National Siblings Day.
If you have any brothers or sisters, make sure to spend some extra time with them tomorrow.
And if you can't go out and see them, then make sure to at least give them a phone call and wish them a happy Siblings Day.
Prom is finally here. It's been a couple of years since we have been able to get dressed up and have fun.
Yes, it has. Prom will take place at the 810 Ranch in Muskogee tomorrow from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Juniors and seniors can request prom songs by adding to the prom song request document posted in their class Google Classroom group. We want to encourage everyone to be safe and have a fun evening. It looks like we will have some beautiful weather for it. Let's go to Adrianna for this week's weather forecast.
Today will be in the upper 70s and partly cloudy with a high chance for showers and thunderstorms late tonight. Tomorrow will be in the upper 60s with clear skies and a breeze coming in from the northwest. Sunday will be a nice start to the week with highs in the upper 70s, but Monday will drop down to the mid 60s and the highs continue to drop all throughout next week. As always, we would like to thank Channel 6 for this week's weather graphic. And now a word from one of our sponsors.
Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory wish to personally invite you and your family to come tour the newest funeral home and the only crematory in Muskogee. Cornerstone welcomes the opportunity to answer any questions regarding planning and pre-arrangements for you and your loved ones. At Cornerstone, you'll find a helpful professional staff and beautiful surroundings. Come experience the difference at Cornerstone Funeral Home, 1830 North York, Muskogee, where you will find faces you know and reputations you trust.
Seniors, please check your email for information about Senior Day at Connors State College. There are dates and times for 2 physical visits and 1 virtual.
Juniors, this is a reminder that the Science and U.S. History state assessments will be next Tuesday and Thursday.
Students who are testing next week need to make sure they remember their test dates, bring a charged Chromebook on the day of testing, and come in with a good testing attitude. All students need to be prepared for the 2021-2022 school year enrollment. Everyone received an enrollment packet in their advisory this week and will only need to return the colored enrollment form, except for juniors, who must also turn in the ACT EOS consent form. Students need to turn those in to their advisory teacher by next week. Now let's go to Chris for this week's terrain training.
Today on Terrain Train, we will be taking a trip into this gorgeous place in Nanaca, Chihuahua, Mexico, known as the Giant Crystal Cave, or Cave of the Crystals. This cave was discovered in 2000 by miners. Despite the name stating that it is only one large cave, it's actually 3 big caves all connected together. The cave contains the largest crystal formations on Earth. The largest of these formations is 39 feet long and 13 feet in diameter. The cave was formed from the magma flow underneath the mountain of the Crystal Cave. The magma ended up cooling and the anhydrite, a white mineral, began to dissolve. The water within the area became full of calcium and salt, which over millions of years caused giant crystal formations. The high heat, the humidity, and along with the lack of air makes it extremely dangerous and too hazardous to allow anyone within the cave. Even scientists who are tasked to go down and study the cave are required to get special permission and wear special clothing to stay down there for even just a few minutes. Life is so much more than the small pocket we live in, and we get to explore it to the best of our extent. This has been Chris, reporting for TigerVision News.
Wow, I didn't know a cave could look so good but be so dangerous.
What a beautiful cave. It's too bad that people can't safely go inside of it for longer than a couple of minutes.
Now let's go to Brooklyn for a story on how freshmen have adapted to the high school this year.
High school can sometimes be a very stressful place, especially when transitioning from middle school to high school.
I was afraid of coming into high school that I'd be overwhelmed with homework and sometimes you don't know if you're gonna have enough time to do that.
Coming into high school, I was really afraid of choosing the classes because there's so many I get overwhelmed. Not as bad as I thought. When I was in 8th grade, I think I blew it out of the water a little bit, but now that I'm actually here, it's not bad.
The advice that I would give to incoming 8th graders is make sure to stay on top of your work. I know that there's a lot of times when you think oh, I'll just do that later, I'll do that after school. Just do it as soon as the teacher assigns it so then you won't forget, because it's easy to forget.
Everyone has mixed emotions about coming into high school, but I, for one, think it's an exciting time. This is Brookelyn reporting for TigerVision News.
High school may seem scary, but it's not as bad as you think.
I think we all had a couple of fears before entering high school, but truthfully, it's not as scary as it may seem. Now, let's go to Brooklyn with this week's sports.
Hey Tiger Town, a big shout out to our baseball team for their big 10-0 run rule win over Hilda Monday and 9-1 win on Tuesday. They are now 20-1 on the year and in first place in district standings. Our softball girls took down Sallisaw 21-4 and Roland 18-6. Our ladies will be at Stillwell today and we will host Stillwell next Monday. Monday's games will be streamed live on TigerVision at forgibsontigers.tv. Congrats to our track students who competed at the Catoosa meet on Friday. Hayden Goss got first place in the 2-mile run and Sydney Terry got first place in the 100-meter hurdles. They have won every meet they have attended this year. Our boys golf team has been busy lately too. They have finished 3rd in the Catoosa tournament. The boys golf team also placed 4th at the Sequoia State Park over the weekend. Our girls golf team traveled to compete in the Miami tournament yesterday, and at the time of this recording, we did not have the results. Congratulations to our soccer boys as they recorded a 10-0 win over Stillwell. Our soccer teams played against Wagner at home last night, and at the time of this recording, we did not have the results. We would also like to congratulate Devin Woodworth for signing with Westminster College in Missouri to play football next fall. Devin played running back on offense and outside linebacker on defense. He played for our Tigers his entire career and has a great future ahead. We wish our teams the best of luck and as always, come out and support our Tiger and Lady Tigers. And now a word from one of our sponsors.
Keith Hardware and Supply has been located in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma since 1957. We strive to find solutions to your fix and offer a multitude of quality products and services such as Stihl chainsaws, Yeti coolers, Cub Cadet mowers, case knives, and Big Green Egg grills. In early 2015, Keith Hardware remodeled and added hundreds of new items to better serve their customers. At Keith Hardware, we are proud supporters of all Fort Gibson school events. Go Tigers!
Congratulations to our students that competed in the Animal Science Quiz Bowl team as they finished 2nd at the Northeast Area Contest Monday and qualified for the state contest, which is April 23rd.
The team members that competed yesterday were Garen Court, Cameron Odell, Josh Yoder, and Carson Osborne.
Now let's go to Daniel for this week's Animal Oddity.
This week, we shall be looking into this bizarre animal known as Stomatopoda, but commonly known as the mantis shrimp. The mantis shrimp is a large predatory shrimp that has an interesting way of hunting. It has 2 front arms that are spring-loaded, and it uses them to punch. These punches are very powerful and can easily crack open a shell. They cause cavitation bubbles which are formed when, for example, it punches a crab. The punch knocks back the crab so fast that it creates a vacuum. This bubble then implodes and for a split second heats up to 40,000 Kelvin, which is hotter than the surface of the sun. They mostly eat worms, fish, crustaceans, and squid. They live in between Hawaii and Africa and prefer to hide in small holes and reefs and are solitary animals. They are currently not endangered, but we as humans should still try our best to preserve the world we live on and the animals that inhabit it. This has been Daniel Lundy for TigerVision News.
I had no idea that certain types of shrimp can punch other organisms. That's a pretty interesting hunting tactic if you ask me.
Yes, it is. That may be my new favorite animal.
This is a reminder that yearbooks are on sale for $50. If you are unsure if you have pre-ordered your yearbook, see Mrs. Harrison for more information.
Fort Gibson will be providing a driver's ed course this summer. If you are interested, you must put your name on the list in the high school office.
NHS shirts are now on sale. You can purchase an NHS t-shirt or hoodie until April 15th. Order forms can be picked up outside Mrs. Keeling's room or printed from the Google Classroom.
Turn in orders to Miss Keeling or Miss Rowan. If you are virtual, orders can be turned into the office. Now let's go to Mr. Farmer for this week's Superintendent Spotlight.
Hey Tigers, I want to welcome everybody back from Easter break. We've got a couple big weeks on our hands moving forward. I just want to congratulate a few people and wish everybody luck on some of the things that are coming down the pike. First, state testing starts this week. I know by the time you watch this video, some of the tests will already be administered. But as we move forward with other testing throughout the next couple weeks, just want to wish you luck. Put your best foot forward. I'm confident that you are prepared. Remember to get a good night's rest and be ready to go, because those scores represent all of us as we represent our school and put our best foot forward. Red and White Scholars Banquet is up and coming. We will have that next week. We'll honor some of our top academic performers that will be graduating this year. That'll be on April 15th, and we look forward to that ceremony. And we also will be inducting a Hall of Fame member to our school district, a former graduate, Jason Slinker. Dr. Jason Slinker will be inducted as our next Hall of Fame member, and his picture and its accomplishments will hang in our hallway over by the counselor's office at the high school in perpetuity. So we look forward to that and welcome Dr. Slinker to our Hall of Fame. This weekend we also have prom. I want to wish all of our juniors and seniors that will be attending that a safe and smart weekend. I look forward to seeing you there. Always a fun night, and thank goodness we have the opportunity to celebrate that event this year when we didn't get to in good fashion last year. I also want to congratulate our baseball team. They competed in the Fort Gibson Tiger baseball tournament this last weekend, the shootout at the fort. Did a great job, came home with first place, represented the school well, and continue to represent our school as they move forward in district competition this week and subsequent weeks. Congratulations to them, and I know they're going to do great things. I also want to thank our track coaches and congratulate our junior high track kids that competed in a track tournament our track meet this last week. Did a great job. The track meet, as always, was well ran, and we hosted almost 20 schools and did a phenomenal job at that. I also want to wish our other sports good luck as they are moving into district play. Our soccer teams and other spring events, slow pitch softball, that will be moving forward in the next couple weeks. I know they're going to do great things as we start to wrap up the spring and move into playoff season. Have a great week, Tigers. Do great things.
Thanks for watching this week's edition of TigerVision News. I'm Peyton.
And I'm Dom. Remember to tune in next week for more TigerVision News.